Now, I do find it very interesting when it comes to, again, back to the presidential race. You have Kamala Harris, who is, I don't know what her rap sheet is. If she has a rap sheet, I doubt it, for her to be black and Indian, or Jamaican and Indian, excuse me, and to be in this presidential race. I'm sure she's, you know, not a 3-time convicted felon or anything like that, but everyone's complaining about her on the right. Like, oh, she doesn't have the experience. The country's going to go downhill if she's president. First of all, you know nothing about her. Second of all, you all have a convicted felon, a 34-time convicted felon who still has plenty of other pending charges that he has to worry about. Now, I will say some of that is kind of a bit much. And I do think that since Donald Trump got in this race, both sides of the political aisle have been attacking him. At least, you know, real Republicans, real Democrats, people that are actually in government that can actually do something about this. They've been complaining about him and they've been trying to get rid of him. But since he's in now, I would find it hypocritical to really be attacking him on anything. But at the same time, I wouldn't, because when Obama was in office, they were saying he wasn't American the entire 8 years he was in there. And you guys are over here talking about, oh, these charges are just trumped up charges and they're just trying to falsely convict him. Okay, well, based on the U.S. government's codes of conduct, laws, things of that nature, what the country was found on, he was found guilty. So, really? But it's just, this is what I think it should be. I think the best candidate should win. And we shouldn't have to try and downplay somebody else. And again, going back to how America is, we're always trying to make somebody else look worse instead of trying to better ourselves. If you're Kamala, if you're Trump, you shouldn't be like, oh, so-and-so's doing this. Did you see what they did over there? What about what you're doing? What about how you can better my life? How you can better the country? And I don't think during campaigns that's ever been a thing, because that's not what people like. Americans don't care about what you're doing for them. They're caring about how you're going to take care of them, or how you're going to make them look stupid, or how you're going to make these people look bad. And that's what's wrong, again, with our society. We're not worried about how everyone can be better. It's always got to be, all right, I want to be better by pushing them down, or I want them to be worse so that I can make myself feel better. And it's just it's so sad that's how we are as a society. It's pathetic. It really is. But going back to the mediocrity, and again, I just wanted to get this out because it's really been weighing heavy on me the past few days. But I kind of want to wrap it all up with the mediocrity of the United States. Again, we're so worried about China. They're going to take us over with their communism, or they're spying on us, or whatever. How can we do things better instead of always being like, you know what, China's doing this, China's doing that. Well, what are we doing? We're not doing anything better. So we can't really complain that China's making things cheaper. They're making them better, this, that, and the other. You can put tariffs on, but again, that's just making us not have to work harder. And that's why I think you'll see a big downturn in the U.S. economy, because I think a lot of these emerging markets, if you think of Mexico, if you think of, heck, if you want to put China in there, I don't even think they're an emerging market now. They're kind of like America now, or even India. Like, these people are working so much harder than we are, and we're wondering why they're beating us in everything, or why all of our American companies are, you know, buying them cheaper than they're buying us to basically charge us more money, and then we have to deal with them overseas. We can't understand what they're saying. Instead of complaining about it, we need to do something about it. We need to work harder. We need to be better. And I'd always think that, you know, this is it. This is the best I'm going to give. And if you don't like that, then you're the problem. If you're not giving your best, then do you deserve to even have a job? Do you deserve to work? Because these big corporations are saying no. And unless you have someone like a Donald Trump who is scaring these companies back into America, I mean, it's always going to be that way. And then we have a whole other issue if we are scaring these companies back, because then who's going to be getting paid? The rich are going to get richer, and the poor are just going to have to work 3 times as hard to make them rich. So don't worry about what China's doing. Don't worry about what Mexico's doing, India's doing. What can you be doing to better your life and better the American society as an American? But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Please go ahead, leave a comment down below if you want to argue with me, because I love to address comments in later episodes. And with that being said, catch y'all next time.